Welcome back. My name is Cassidy, and Champ again has decided not to be in this video today, so hopefully next week he will be in the video. He's over there snoring, and so I apologize if you can hear that. I can't because I am hard of hearing, but I know that the camera picks it up sometimes, so I apologize. Anyways, so we have entered October, which is Dwarfism Awareness Month if you didn't know already. And I have a form of dwarfism. So today I'm going to be telling you all about my form of dwarfism and how it affects me and my everyday life. So just some basic facts about dwarfism. There are over 400 different types of dwarfism in the world. And I have one of them, which I mean isn't super exciting, but this month it is because I get to educate you all about it. Dwarfism is a condition that affects growth. It means that we are physically smaller than most people. Depending on what type of dwarfism you have, it can affect pretty much anything in the body. My type of dwarfism mainly affects my spine, but other people's dwarfism may affect their limbs or anything else in their body. So let's get into my type of dwarfism. So Conradi-Hünermann syndrome is a genetic type of dwarfism that is extremely rare, and only about 150 people worldwide have it. For me, it was passed down because of my mom. My mom is a carrier of the syndrome, but other than that, we're not really sure where it came from because everybody else on my mom's side of the family isn't really disabled. As they age, they are, but they aren't born with anything. So we're not really sure where it came from besides my mom. My mom is completely average height, and so is my little sister. I am the only disabled person in my family, and I am the only short-statured person in my family. The only way that Conradi-Hünermann syndrome really affects my mom is that she has scoliosis, so she had a spinal fusion when she was younger, and she also has a very slight limb difference, but that's really it for her. For me, the way it affects me, it affects my entire body. So I stand at about 4 feet and 3 inches tall. I'm blind in my right eye. I'm deaf in my left ear. I have a skin condition called ichthyosis. I have kyphoscoliosis, which means my spine bends on 2 different planes. So it bends in an S shape and a C shape, which is really fun. I also have something called restrictive lung disease. It isn't asthma, but some of the symptoms are asthma-like symptoms. So it's basically just harder for me to do any kind of physical activity, not only because I'm smaller, but because my lungs just simply can't handle it. So I was in sports like track and cheerleading when I was in high school, and I am a dancer now, but that just means sometimes I have to take my inhaler a little more often. My entire right side, including my lung, actually is about 5 inches shorter than my left side. So because of my limb length discrepancy in my right leg, that means when I walk, I am unbalanced. There is a 5-inch difference, which is quite a bit. So that means that I walk on my tippy toes on my right leg. But when I'm in public or anywhere that's not my house or friends' houses or anything, I wear a prosthesis. So this is a foot-on-foot orthotic prosthesis, and basically there is a prosthetic foot underneath my shoe, and this is where my actual leg and my foot goes, and then this is the extension part of it, so that I'm getting that extra 5 inches so that when I walk, it decreases my hip pain, and it also makes sure that I'm a little more even when I'm walking, which puts less pressure on my joints and makes it a little bit easier for me. I got this when I was about 8 years old. Well, not this exact one, but I started wearing a prosthesis when I was about 8 years old, and I think this is like my 4th one since then. Other than that, some of my other mobility aids that I use every day are my service dog Champ, who you've seen, that ultimately makes my independence a lot easier for me and just makes my life a lot easier for me. I also wear glasses. I don't really know if that counts as a mobility aid, but I think it does. I wear a hearing aid in my left ear. I wear it for the majority of the day unless I'm at home. I also use a manual wheelchair sometimes when I have to walk longer distances or when I'm in too much pain to walk. And because of my dwarfism, I've also had 43 surgeries. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yes, I have the right number. I've had 41 spine surgeries and 2 eye surgeries. Like I said, dwarfism makes you a little smaller than everybody else. So other mobility aids that I use on a daily basis are step stools around my house. There are some things that I can't do, like I can't really check my mail independently unless I lug one of my step stools down there with me. So usually I have my boyfriend or a friend who's over checking it for me because it is like a foot above my head and I can't see what's in my mailbox. I can do a whole nother video about some mobility aids that I use and how they help me in my everyday life, but those are just the main ones, I guess, that I use every day. And that's really how my dwarfism affects me in my day-to-day life. I live a normal, I guess whatever that means, life just like you do. I get out of bed, I complain about having to pay bills and rent. When I was in college, I complained about going to school every day. day. I take my dog out and feed him just like you do. I cook for myself. I live by myself. So yeah, I live a pretty normal life other than my career, which is social media and some really cool things that I get to do, which I guess aren't very normal. But other than that, I live life just like you do. If y'all have any questions about my dwarfism or how it affects me every day and what it's like to have dwarfism or about any of my surgeries or mobility aids, please let me know down below, because I'm really excited to educate about my dwarfism this month, and I'm really excited to give you all a glimpse into my life. I'm sorry this video was a little bit shorter than most of my other videos, but I hope you learned something. Please let me know if you have any more questions. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. And if you want to keep up with me every day, please go follow my other social media platforms, because I do post on there every single day. You can find those links down in the description, and I will see you all next week. Bye!